if you're doing a vegetarian recipe, it's always going to be less expensive, right? Because the soba noodles might cost $3 or $4 as opposed to $1 for regular noodles, but you're just putting a few peas and onions and a little ginger and garlic. So the entire dish really can't cost more than $6 or $8, and it's for 4 people. One reason that we were doing tofu recently was we had a lot of requests for some tofu dishes. So the last time I cooked, I think we did scrambled tofu, and we did a baked tofu with some Asian flavors on it. So we sliced the tofu. We put a little bit of canola or olive oil or sesame oil if you want the flavor. We put a little bit, 2 weeks ago, we put a little bit of ginger and soy and garlic on it.
So you put ginger, garlic, and
little soy sauce and sesame oil on it.
And then how long do you keep it in the oven for?
About 20 to 30 minutes on low, like 300, 325, because what you really are just looking to do is extract some of the water out of it, right? The other reason that we were doing the tofu was we were discussing all the different nutritional qualities of tofu. I don't know if anybody was here when we did it, but it's a really good protein, and it is very low in calories. What we had on hand was sesame butter, so that's what I'm going to use. So it's going to have a slightly different taste. And I'm going to add, because I'm doing this recipe times 4, I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons, and I have 4 tablespoons of peanut butter in here too. And then I'm going to add, what's next? Somebody read me the next ingredient.
2 tablespoons white vinegar or rice white vinegar.
Okay, so in this case I'm doing it times 4, so I'm going to do it 8 times. And I'm going to do it into a cup since this is a gallon and it's a little hard to pour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm going to say not 8 because I've got plenty in there. All right. So if you've got white vinegar or apple cider vinegar, which is what most people have at home, you could just slightly water down your white vinegar or your cider vinegar, and you could put a pinch of sugar in it. And it would give you a very similar taste to these 2 vinegars. What do you think about that? Maybe? She's my
3 different oils here.
Because usually I use Chinese vinegar. I never use this.
What are the 3 oils? It's sesame oil, canola oil, and
red pepper oil, sesame oil, canola oil.
So I'm not using red pepper oil because I always feel like there are too many people here in the senior center that don't want spicy food. I did, however, bring this over here. I got a lot of cayenne pepper, so that may not work out for them.
But it may be, but since they maybe last longer because of the cayenne pepper. So you think that the hot oil and that other one, what you showed me, is just as good?
If you don't want hot, it depends. Do you like your food spicy?
No, do you think it's just as good as far as health-wise?
Oh,
the oil and the, what was the other
canola
one?
oil and sesame oil are both.
No, the red hot pepper oil.
Oh, the red pepper oil. The red pepper oil is
as healthy as we're eating a regular cayenne.
no, probably not. I'm going to let the sauce cook for a minute though, because the noodles are pre-cooked, which I think you're supposed to here. And soba noodles will get mushy if they cook too long. I mean, they're very delicate, more delicate than regular pasta. So I don't want to put them in right this second. Really, all they need to do is just heat up. I will put this in though, and I'm going to put the spinach in. And I'll put I guess I could put the tofu in, right? Yeah. I'll put the tofu in. So, as I told you earlier, this is Lynn Barak, and
hello everyone.
Who's been coming to the center for certainly since I've been here for the last 5 years.
It's like a lifetime.
Longer than that, huh? So, how long have you been a vegetarian?
I started trying to be a vegetarian at the age of 30. But I went off it, and then I came back to it, and I went off it and came back to it. But now I'm strictly vegetarian. No meat.
Can I tell you?
And so,
Can I tell you how long I have been eating meat? I haven't eaten meat in 35 years.
in 35 years.
God bless.
No
Wow,
meat. No
wow.
Wow.
So,
Everything changes.
I have a question for both of them, since they are vegetarians. Why did you become, you go first, why did you become a vegetarian?
I became a vegetarian for two reasons. One was health-wise, because I felt when I was eating meat, it would make me sluggish, and I wouldn't feel like doing anything. All I would want to do is go to sleep. And so, you know, that was number one. That's health-wise. Now, number two was that every time I would eat meat, but I just felt all bloated, and it didn't agree with me.
It wasn't agreeing with you. What we have now, I think it smells really good also, because the garlic and ginger were able to cook for a little while. So now I'm gonna throw the